I'll be right. I gotta take this. I'm here. Don't worry. I'm still here. I just need to take this to another room. Take this out. There we go. Okay. Nice. Okay. Today I'll be doing another video of what if Deku had the soul of eternity. Let me close my door. I'll be right back again. I'm back again. So, yeah. Today I will do a video of what if they got soul determination. And I'm speaking quite fast. Pol and Xeo, I know you. Sorry. Okay, whatever. Last part I left off, I'm pretty sure I left off on the part. The quirk test. The quote-unquote quirk test for Midoriya. And everyone else. Aizawa says, Bakugo, you managed to get first place in the entrance exam. How far could you throw it without using your quirk? Did he say 67 or 46? I'm gonna go 46. He's about 67 meters, I think. Try using your quirk this time. Bakugo, since Bakugo is devoted on getting his body stronger, he's able to at least use 10% without hurting himself. Wait. Bakugo mixes it with his quirk, and he channels one for all into his finger. God, I put that in last episode, 2 episodes ago. He had that. It was so weird. He was able to use 100%. He channels it and makes the ball fly. When Aizawa checks his, I don't know what it's called, distance thing. Wait, mercy. There we go. Determination, mercy. Yeah, it's distance things. Oh my god. Just speak! Sorry to me. It shows 709.7. Bakugo smirks. And he looks at Midoriya. Midoriya's like, I don't know if I have the power to do that, he thinks to himself. And now the test begins. They start off with something I don't know. I don't know what they start off with. Let's say the race. Midoriya legs go red. Who's he racing against? Bakugo? Yeah, Midoriya's legs go a red color. Bakugo puts his hands backwards and the timer says go. Midoriya sprints. He's a lot faster than normal. At least LV7, how like fast is that? I don't know. But Bakugo still manages to win. Now, the other tests, I don't remember. Let's just skip to the ball throw. A lot of people have managed to go. And Bakugo can't go again because he already went. Uraraka gets infinity. Everyone and Bakugo is surprised. Uraraka turns back to the class and smiles, a heartwarming smile. Deku looks at her and then thinks, I need to get a good grade like her, he thinks to himself. Before looking at the ball, Aizawa calls Midoriya. Midoriya walks up and grabs the ball from him. Midoriya doesn't know what he's going to do. Midoriya has only used... Oh my god. Oh no. Okay, so... I'm sorry if I cut that out. Sorry if I paused for a second. I had to do something. So Midoriya has an idea. No, doesn't have an idea. Until he thinks of something. Okay, I'm just gonna have to do this. Wait a second. I don't remember. Did I say he ever got to the turn? No, I don't know. Deku throws the ball. Deku's hand starts to glow red. He punches his fist outwards, and a red energy blast comes out. Oh my god, that's kind of dumb, but no one cares. I'll just keep going. The ball goes flying. It hits 705.3. Just 4 under Bakugo. Bakugo starts to chuckle. No, starts to laugh out loud. No. Bakugo looks at Midoriya and says, you are always weaker than me. That's when Bakugo suddenly glitches, and it turns into him being come back to as Izuku. As, Bakugo was stabbed because, that's all I say is, he's stabbed. Midoriya has a fearful look. He just wants to forget about what he did. But it seems he can never forget. He walks back to the line. Now it's time for everyone's score. Deku got, I'm gonna say, 5th? I don't know, I'd say he got 5th place. Deku smiles. Mineta had last place. And Bakugo, sure, whatever, got 4th, 5th, no, 1st place. Bakugo at 1st place. He laughs and says everyone's weaker than him and always will remain weaker. Midoriya thinks to himself, no, I am more powerful than you, just not physically. Well, physically, but he just can't overpower him in the state he is in. Level Love 1. Deku goes inside with his class. Bakugo is still bragging. Some redhead starts talking to Bakugo. And Bakugo starts to laugh, saying he's weaker than him. The guy says, hey, be like, come on, dude, really? You can't be a man like this. Midoriya just changes clothes and goes back to class with the rest of the class. Justice. You only transform into It's usually the only souls you use in Undertale. It's the only soul you transform into. You don't transform into patience or bravery. So Deku leaves class as soon as the bell rings and walks home. As he's walking, Deku stops at a store. Deku stops at... No. Okay, Deku goes home, changes clothes. He tells his mom, I'm going out for a little while. She says, okay. Deku walks to the mall. He has his wallet, phone, and keys on him. He's wearing, like, shorts. Like, he's wearing jean shorts with... Yeah, from Season 3 during the camp, that's what he's wearing. Deku walks into one of the stores and is looking for stuff. When he goes up to the counter and he's about to pay for the stuff he bought, for the stuff he's about to buy, until something hits him in his head, knocking him over. He loses at least 4 HP, which means now he's down to 16 HP. His head is kind of bleeding. He looks over to see who hit him in the head. There's 5 masked people in there who are wearing masks and stuff to cover their skin and identity. Everything's covered. They're only wearing black. The only thing that you can see that's part of their body is their eyes. Well, their eye color. Brown, blue, pink. No, brown, blue, yellow, and orange. There's like 5 of the people in the store. And 3 of the dudes have, no, 2 of them have all of them in groups. They tell Deku, give me your wallet. Give us your wallet. Deku looks over to his left and sees there's a save point. He never saw that earlier. Must have missed it, he thought. He kind of scoots away and he touches the save point and saves, just in case he dies. He gets up, creates his sword and shield. The guy starts to fire his gun at Deku. Deku blocks with his shield, but every hit cracks the shield even more. So Deku decides to put a shield around his whole body. So like a determination kind of circle goes up from his feet and goes all the way up his body to create kind of like a glass shield that moves around his body. As soon as it's created, it's invisible. So if it takes damage, it'll take the damage, not Deku. The shield that he created around his arm breaks, and the bullets start to hit the glass part around his body, the invisible glass, as they show in a crack. Deku creates his sword, he already had it, and he starts cutting up pieces of it. Starts to cut up some of the bullets that, he swings it in random directions. Some of them still manage to cut, until his entire shield around his body breaks and shatters. A bullet goes directly through Deku's soul. It goes into his body and goes directly through his soul, creating a hole in it. There's immense pain. Until he is shot in the head. His soul cracks in half and shatters. Deku knew that's why he saved. Just in case, he knew he was gonna die. He presses continue, and it's back at the start of the battle. This time, Deku creates the glass shield around his body, and his sword and shield, and he runs at the villain. he creates a DT slash and then his real knife and stabs it into the ground. A rectangle of red goes over to the villain. Deku takes his knife out of the ground and it moves upwards. No, it glows brighter until it moves upwards and explodes. That villain is knocked unconscious. Deku smirks until he's shot in the head. His soul breaks. Wait, instead of breaking in half, this time it just shatters into pieces. He's in the game over screen again. Deku knows this is gonna be a long while. 16 continues later. 16 tries later. Deku still can't beat them. So instead, he's gonna... Instead of trying to save them, he's gonna try and kill them. He presses continue, and there he is, back at the beginning. One of them, Deku, stabs one of the villains with a sword. The villain looks at Deku. Everyone looks at Deku. Deku's sword starts to glow until the villain explodes. Blood and guts go everywhere. A lot of blood goes onto Deku. This increases his LV to 3. So he's a bit faster and stronger. He sends his DT slash at another villain, destroying his head, exploding the villain's head. Gives him some EXP, but doesn't give him another love. His eyes are still brown, though. Yeah, his eyes are still brown. And he creates the real knife and kills 2 of the other villains. Wait, so 1, and then 2. So now there's 1 villain left. The villain drops his gun and activates his quirk. A whole bunch of purple bullets appear. He throws them at Deku. Deku creates his shield, but it doesn't work. They knock him out through the wall. And Deku is out in the mall. And he puts his hand on the ground to slow his speed. It's barely slowing him down. So he creates his sword and stabs him into the ground, which slows him down. Now that he's doing that, his sword creates these flashing lights as a determination fire goes at the guy. The guy creates a beam of purple energy. By the way, wait. This guy's eyes are heterochromia. He has orange and purple eyes. But now they're just pure purple right now. The guy destroys the determination fire, creating a huge explosion. Deku's like, this is gonna be good. He jumped into the air. Deku jumps into the air and sends a DT slash. His hand also goes red and he punches it forward, creating a red shockwave. Determination. The guy sends beams and purple bullets at Deku, destroying the things that he sent to them. Midoriya sends another DT slash. The guy creates a bullet, a smaller bullet, and he flicks it at the DT slash. It hits it and turns the slash purple, but it goes back at Deku. It hits Deku. And wait, yeah. So he had 28 HP. Now he's at 19 HP. It's like, that did a lot of damage. That's when he hears sirens outside. When he looks to his right and left, there are cops and heroes and news people recording the battle. He doesn't realize that Class 1A is watching the battle. While Deku's distracted, the guy takes the chance to grab Deku and throw him up into the air. Deku goes through the top window. The guy uses a purple beam to launch himself. And he kicks Deku. Wait, how much did I say? Didn't I say he had level 4? I don't know. I think he had level 3. And he has level 3. And he kicks Deku out into the mall parking lot, leaving Deku with 12 HP. Deku uses his determination to put himself back at 28. He knows, oh, look at that, I have 28% on my phone. How convenient. Oh my god. The guy creates a whole wall of purple dots and sends them at Deku. No. Deku creates his big shield, which every impact does a small crack. The guy is suddenly behind Deku and punches him. And punches Midoriya. Midoriya goes through his shield. Deku's at 25 HP. He's like, dang, this guy's powerful. There's a save point behind him. Deku runs to the save point and touches it. He saves, which restores him back to full HP. Since Deku's now full HP, he has more stamina. So now he's able to use more speed. Deku sprints at the guy. When Deku slashes at him, he dodges. The guy has the same speed as him. He glides up into the air and creates a giant purple beam. Deku uses his sword to stop the attack. He puts his sword out in front of him, which kind of blocks the beam and stops it, but kind of deflects it, which makes it go in a different direction, like spread out in different directions. He moves his sword so the beam doesn't get away, doesn't move past his sword to get Deku until the beam completely stops. Deku then decides to stop playing. Well, he's not even playing around. He's actually trying to fight the dude. Sends out 12 DT slashes at the dude. The dude turns all 12 of them into purple slashes, and they go back at Deku. Deku creates the real knife. No, Deku destroys all the purple slashes and creates the real knife. And he distracts the guy with it as the whole floor turns red. Until the guy kicks the floor and it all turns a light purple. Deku gets surprised by this and he creates his shield. And the whole thing goes up and just cracks his whole shield. Deku's like, this guy can copy other people's attacks, but he can also use his own power, he thinks to himself. This goes on for at least 5 more minutes, until they're both tired. Deku is going to try and use his slash special hell. He creates the real knife and aims it at the guy. He lifts it up into the air, but it doesn't do anything. All it does is send out a normal DT slash. He's wondering, and then he realizes, wait, I could only use that power when I had the hate. Deku deadpans and slaps himself in the face, kind of. Not too much where he can lose his own HP, but enough to, like, not do that damage. While the guy's distracted, Deku slashes at him with his sword. The guy dodges another few minutes of battling. Until Deku's able to get the drop on the guy, and he stabs him. By now, the heroes and cops are outside, and the news reporters reporting on the battle are all outside, and there's civilians watching. The whole mall has been destroyed due to their battle. The parking lot's destroyed. There's fire. He stabs the guy. The guy looks at him and says, "So that's what you are. A monster who kills out of frustration when they can't beat people." Deku looks at the guy, says, "How do you know? You're safe." And the guy says, "Your safe points." "I know, 'cause I've had the determination before, but I lost it due to the experiments." Deku doesn't believe the guy and makes the guy explode, giving him level 6. He realizes how much power he got. Dang, he's supposed to be in the sports festival. I had an idea of the sports festival. He runs. The cops run to arrest Deku. But Deku uses his real knife to create a whole square around the whole area. Cops and pro heroes and civilians look at the floors. The whole floor glows red. Deku says, "Welcome to my special hell," before trying to run away. Before not trying to run away. He leaves the knife on the floor in the ground so that it doesn't go up. And he grabs a cop by the neck and he tells the cop, "Leave now, or I will kill every single one of you." The cop yells into his mic, "Fall back, fall back." All the cops run into their cars and drive away. The pros and civilians leave. Deku walks back over to his knife, picks it up, and quickly runs so that he doesn't get caught in his own power. But he still does get caught, and he's hit by it. Deku tries to move, but he's too weakened. Deku passes out. I just took that to one. I had another idea for this video, but before Deku passes out, there's a man who has cyan hair and hands, and there's another man who has purple fog around his body. They're looking at Deku and smiling before they tell each other something, and they grab Deku. And they pick Deku up. Well, the purple man picks Deku up and take him into a portal. That's when Deku passes out. Dude, okay. That's the end of the video. I'll see you all maybe later today. Well, I won't see you, but you might watch the video later today. Goodbye.